And when Satan sees the sea of people who were under his control, he jumps into action to mobilize them for the final onslaught, the final battle against Christ and his followers and against the city. And you know, dear friends, I can actually imagine how he disguises himself again. He disguises his identity, and he tells the people that it was actually him who had now raised them from the dead, and that he will lead them against this holy city. And the masses that followed him in their first life finds it very easy to follow him again. And with the combined forces of all the great scientists, the army generals, the political leaders of the world, through all the ages, he manages to bring an army to being that this world has never seen before. But the point here is that those who rise now, after the 1,000 years, do not receive a glorified body. That glorified body will only be given to those who died in Christ, and they will receive it at the second coming in an instant, in a flash, Paul says. But not the wicked, when they rise after the millennium. They will not receive the glorified body that will live forever. They will rise with the same old body that they had when they died. Actually, with the same characteristics, the same anger, jealousy, hate, even the same sickness, the same addictions, the same state in which they died. If he died under the influence of alcohol, he will probably rise in that state. Now, can you imagine the envy, the hate, the anger, the jealousy, the terrible state on earth in that time when Satan is in total control and they will be kept alive in that time? They will not even be able to take their own lives, even if they wanted to. And Satan will not have the power to kill them or even himself, because many in those times will actually ask to die. But they will be kept alive for the final executive judgment.